Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so everything that I use today you can buy from Stampin' Up! Through me at the address right at the top of the screen. Today's project is this Rudolph the Red-Nosed Penguin box that holds 6 of the Hershey miniatures, or a box of Tic Tacs, or anything that you would like. It opens on and ties on the side. The box measures 2 by 3 1/4 by 3/4. Alrighty, and I used the Penguin Place stamp set along with the Penguin Builder Punch, and this is a bundle, so if you buy these together you can save 10%, I believe. And I used the Penguin Playmates Designer Series Paper. Now this is a Saleabration item, and it is, I think today is, what's today? Today is the 28th, so we only have 3 days, 2 if you don't count today, left of Saleabration. So this paper is free with any $50 purchase, so if you're interested in the paper, you only have 2 more days after today to get that. So let's see what I used here. I used of course, the bundle there. I used Little Delights stamp set, Scalloped Contours dies, the rectangle stitch dies, and some of the glittered organdy ribbon. Yep, okay. Let me show you what we need for this. Alright, so of this DSP with the little snowflakes and snow on it, we need a piece that is 1 3/8 by 2 3/4 cut out from the rectangle stitched dies. We need 1 piece for the back that is 3 by 1 3/4. We need 2 more pieces that are also 3 by 1 3/4 for the 2 inside pieces here. Alrighty. We need 2 pieces that are 1/2 by 3 for the sides, and 2 that are 1/2 by 1 3/4 for the top and bottom. Okay, we don't need this. Now for since I popped this piece here up with dimensional so I could run the ribbon through it, I didn't want to have just this piece because it's the DSP and it's not as thick as the cardstock, so I cut another one out of soft Seafoam, and I'm just going to connect them together so that it has a little bit more weight for the dimensionals. I needed this scalloped rectangle that I cut from the Scalloped Contours dies out of fresh Freesia. We need a scrap of pumpkin pie for the feet, a scrap of fresh Freesia for the sentiment, a scrap of soft Seafoam for the scallop, and those are from the double oval punch I forgot to mention. We need a scrap of basic black and basic white for the penguin, and we need a piece of soft Seafoam that is 7 1/2 by 4 3/4 to make the box. Alright, so we're going to get our Simply Scored, and we're going to score on the 7 1/2 inch side first. Alright, and we're going to score at 2, 2 3/4, 4 3/4, and 5 1/2. Then we're going to switch it to the 4 3/4 side, and we're going to score at 3/4 and at 4. And that's that. Alrighty. Also, you have just 2 more days to join my team if you would like to get $99 worth of products that you pick for, no, $125 worth of products you pick for $99 plus a free bundle and free shipping. And the free bundle is only available for the next 2 days when Saleabration is on. Okay, so these are symmetrical, so it doesn't matter if you start on the left or the right, but this is what we want to do. Okay, we're just going to get rid of these 2 rectangles, and then we're going to make some tabs. Alrighty, but first, you know what, let's start this way. Okay, if you want to know, we're going to start in the landscape mode, and we're going to start on the lower left, and we're going to go to this side of this rectangle, and we're going to cut it straight to the first score line, skip the square, and cut the other rectangle side straight, and then wedge these two, the sides of the square, to make a tab. Okay, then we're going to turn it so that it's in portrait mode. All right, and we're going to go to the lower left, and we're going to go in one score line here, and we're going to cut to the second score line. Okay, then we're going to take off this bottom one, and we're going to wedge both sides of the square. So these tabs are going to go in the other direction. Okay, so now we're going to go past, this is our flap for the front, and we're going to take that score line up to the second for a horizontal one. And then we're going to take off this piece, this rectangle off the bottom, and then wedge the 2 sides of the square, and that'll be our other tab. Okay, then we're going to turn it another quarter turn, and where this tab is here, the rectangle that's next to it, we're going to go to the other side of that rectangle and cut that straight up to the first score line, skip this square, and cut it straight to the first score line on the other side of the square. And then we're going to just wedge both sides of the square, and that's it. That is your entire cutting. It's all done. Okay, so this is what it should look like after you've scored it and cut it. Okay, so now we need some tear and tape, and I'm going to put tear and tape on the small tabs, one close to the score line and one close to the edge. And then I'm going to take this off. Okay, and then we're going to connect the tab to the side that has the flap. Okay, so this line here has to be straight with this line. All right, and on this side the same thing. This line and this line has to be straight. Okay, and now we're going to put tear and tape on the outside edge of these 2 side rectangles here. Take off the backing. Okay, and now the bottom here and the side have to match up with the bottom and the side that's already on. And the same on the other side. Make sure the bottom and the back lines up. Okay, and that is your basic box right here. Okay, all right, so now we need our DSP. All right. So we need this piece, and then all the small pieces. All right, and I'm going to get my liquid glue, and we're going to put the Fresh Freesia snowflake piece on the back, and these 3 pieces here, again, are 3 by 1 3/4. Okay, and then these 2 pieces are going to go in the inside here and right there. Okay, and then all of these pieces, 2 that are 1/2 by 3 and 2 that are 1/2 by 1 3/4, go on all the sides. Okay, now we need our piece of fresh freesia that we cut with the scalloped contour dies, and we're going to put this straight onto the front. And for this, because the sides are loose, I really want to pin them down. I'm going to use Stampin Seal. And I'm just going to make sure I get the sides so that they will lay down nicely. Okay. All right, now we need to attach the 2 stitched rectangles together, the one that's soft seafoam and the one in the DSP. Now let's do some stamping, some cutting and then some stamping. All right, so I need the Penguin Builder Punch and I need the body part, the full body. Okay, so that's that piece. And then I need, out of white, I need the inside. That kind of looks like a mermaid tail to me. Okay. And then we need our feet, and we're going to do 2 of them out of pumpkin pie. Oops, I didn't get that. 1, 2. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, now we're going to use some liquid glue again. And I'm going to put the body piece on. And I just leave a tiny, tiny bit of black, probably about 1/16 of an inch of black on the bottom. And that's how I gauge where I should put the white. A little bit of glue. All right, and then for the feet, I just put them at the bottom. And what I do for these is I put a little dot on each side of the penguin. And then I put the feet on it. Okay. All right, now you can also stamp the white before, so in case you make a mistake, you don't have to redo the whole thing. All right, so for the eyes, I'm using black, and that is this piece. Kind of looks like an elongated dog bone, but it really just is 2 eyes. There we go. And then I'm going to use real red for the nose. Now I do put a matte decorative dot on top, but that's okay. I want a little bit more, a little bit wider than the dot, so I stamped it also. Where's that stamp? Oh, right here. All right, and then I'm just going to dot that right in the middle. There we go. So cute. All right, and then we need some cinnamon cider for the antlers, and we use our basic white. Good. And then I'm just going to fussy cut that. Okay, so if you don't want to have to fussy cut that, let's just see. You can make this piece white instead of having the DSP, and you can stamp it behind it, but I just want to look and see how it will come out on the actual DSP. Yeah, it comes out absolutely fine. So you can just put it on here and put him on top if you'd like. All right. Okay, now let's close our box with some of the white glittered ribbon. Is that what it is? White glittered organdy ribbon. All right, And then we're going to put this piece on top with some dimensionals. I'm going to put a bunch. I'm going to put one in each of the corners. And then from keeping it from going down, I'm going to put one there and one there. And then the ribbon can go through the middle. Okay, and then I'm just going to place this right on top. Just like that. Okay. And now I'm just going to put my penguin on with liquid glue. And then I'm going to put these antlers right on the top of his head. Now, if you're going to just stamp them behind him, I would just place your penguin on and then make a little pencil mark and then stamp where right above the pencil mark of the head is. Whoopsie. Okay. And now we just need, well, I don't know if I like him with that dot. I think I still like him with the matte decorative dot on there. I'm going to use the brightest one. I think I used a little darker one on that. And also I used some of the 21 to 23 in color jewels. And I'm going to use a big one down over here and two small ones, one up there and one down there. All right, so what I did is I took the sentiment Ho 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 from Little Delights stamp set and some Tuxedo Black ink. And I just stamped it on here. Ho, ho, ho. And then I took my double oval punch and I just punched out the ho, ho, ho. Okay, and then I punched the scallop out of soft Seafoam. This is fresh Freesia. And I just glued sentiment on top of the scallop. And then I just glued the scallop on top of the body of the box. Okay, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And if you need anything from Stampin' Up, I would love it if you would purchase through me at the address at the top of the screen. And if you have any questions, below will be my contact information, my blog address, and also the address to purchase. Okay, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.